name's Micah Gray, and this is the Freedom Ministry Practicum recap video. This week it was actually really interesting. I was able to present on my TV show, Leverage, and talk about the character that I was going to be ministering to. Specifically, his name's Nate Ford, and he has issues with alcoholism and control and divorce and all this other stuff. But it was really cool to get feedback from the people I was working with or in class with, to see what their opinions and their takes on how I presented and how I was handling the character and whatnot. One of the main takeaways that I got from it was that I was putting this separation between me and the main character, in that I didn't think I was able to minister directly to him. I was outsourcing, saying, hey, I haven't gone through the same things you've gone through, but let me point you to somebody who has. When in essence, it's never about what we've gone through, it's about how God's going to use what we've gone through and who we are to influence others. And so that was the biggest thing for me, is just realizing that I can minister to anyone. There's no barriers because of my age or because of the things that I've gone through. God can use anyone, and that's really awesome. I've always looked up to Timothy in the Bible as a role model, in essence. Seeing Paul talking to him and leading him through all this other stuff was really helpful for me. Being able to just put myself in Timothy's shoes and read as if Paul was speaking to me. But in that, Paul talks about don't look anyone look down on you because you're young. Instead, set an example. And I've always pursued that, but there's been a point in my mind always to where I feel like I'm still inadequate because how young I am. And that came out during the practicum class. But through it all, it was really interesting and really good to kind of go through that process, and especially have others comment on, how I'm doing ministry, because I think that's exactly what community was created for, is to hone each other's skills, iron sharpening iron kind of thing. So yeah, and then we had another presenter come up. Her name was Caitlin. She talked on, was it Caitlin? It was Caitlin or Caitlin, I'm not quite sure. But she talked on Harry Potter, and that was fun because I've seen it and I really enjoyed it. And so seeing how she handled the topic, and it was just really good. This week was really, really helpful in building and growing us in our ability to minister and handle the gospel. And so yeah, and I think the only other thing that we did with this week was there was a guest speaker that came in. He talked for a little bit. He was a really animated, awesome guy, and I'm actually looking forward to being able to look at some of his material later on in the future. But I think that's pretty much it for this week. So yeah,